The visiting team, Holsinger's Plumbing, and the home team, Park Home. Now for the starting lineups. First, for Holsinger's. Batting first, the pitcher, Carter McConnell. Batting second, the shortstop, Shane Gordy. Batting third, first baseman, Dane Lechner. Batting fourth, the second baseman, Thomas Browse. Batting fifth, right fielder, Brianna Hudson. Batting sixth, third baseman, Cannon Shields. Batting seventh, left fielder, Trenton Faribaugh. Batting eighth, the catcher, Deshaun Hudson. And batting ninth, center fielder, Lucas Faribaugh. With reserves, Tatum Pincher, Xavier Faribaugh, Micah Faribaugh, Wyatt Archer, Carter Klausman, Dino Pincheri, and Corbin Johnston. And now for Park Home. Batting first, the catcher, Bryson Geyer. Batting second, the second baseman, Mateo Williams. Batting third, the shortstop, Anthony Riccio. Batting fourth, the pitcher, Alex Wolf. Batting fifth, center fielder, Leanna Williams. Batting sixth, the first baseman, Natalie Baker. Batting seventh, the third baseman, Cameron Klinger. Batting eighth, left fielder, James Davis. And batting ninth, the right fielder, Lucas Massatelli. With reserves, Dylan Hescox, Michael Massatelli, Jack Davis, and Colt Garvey. Good luck to both teams. Let's play ball. Welcome everyone to game number 2 here at AABA. It is championship baseball between Holsinger's Plumbing and Park Home. Holsinger's Plumbing took game 1 of the series, winning 11-5 just last night. And we are back for game 2 because it's a best of 3 series, which means Holsinger's has the chance to clinch it tonight and win the championship. So we will see who will win. I am going to bring in now Bobby McManus is on your screen, and Jared Prugar is also here as well. He's off screen because our camera is not quite wide enough. However, it's going to be a really great game, Bobby. First off, you want to tell us, what are you expecting out of this game too?
I'm actually expecting Holsinger's to jump on Alex right away. That is, I'm sure, their plan. To see how good Alex looks, to see if he can shut them down. But I know Park's looking to definitely go 1, 2, 3 here and see what they can do in the bottom half of the inning against Carter.
Leading off game number 2 for Holsinger's, the catcher, Carter McConnell. Alrighty, and we are about to begin. Pitch 1 is a ball. Carter McConnell up to bat for Holsinger's. Takes a strike. Jared Prugar, manager down here at AABA. You've played both of these teams. You actually were one of the teams who almost beat Holsinger's. What do you think is going to happen here tonight?
I mean, the biggest thing is you can't give up free bases to Holsinger's. I mean, Alex started out there with the ball. You can't let them get on base. They've got speed. They've got experience. A lot of these kids that are 12 have been playing as starters since they were 9 or 10. And when you have that type of experience, it's hard to beat as McConnell goes down on strikes.
Now batting shortstop, Shane Gordy.
I mean, that couldn't get any better of a start for the first hitter for Alex Wolf. 4 pitches, gets him out there, gets Gordy up to the plate.
Yeah, nice pitch down in the zone on the outside half of the plate. Carter needs to regroup at this point and separate the offense from the defense and get his job done out on the mound. Alex looks like he's throwing some pretty good velocity here.
Yeah, the velo's there. He's been across the plate, but in good ways, mixing up the looks. I mean, against Carter McConnell as a lefty, you want to throw outside because more often than not, lefties pull it and roll it over into the dirt. But against a righty, you can fire it on either side of the plate, and so far he's doing it against Shane Gordy.
Yep.
2 balls, 1 strike on Gordy. Ground ball. It's through for the first hit of the game. Shane Gordy's on board with a single.
Turned on that nice.
Single brings up first baseman Dane Lechner.
Yeah, I mean, that's just a good piece of hitting. It wasn't a bad pitch by any means from Alex, but, he hits it between the what is that, the 7-hole or whatever you want to call it, between the shortstop and third base, and neither one of them were going to be able to get it. And if they would, he wouldn't have been out at first anyway.
No.
There's going to be a fly ball. It's going to be shallow. It's down. The play at second. They got him at second base. 2 outs. Great defensive performance. That's right fielder Lucas Musatelli making the heads-up play, getting Shane Gordy out at second base.
They are playing very, very deep. He let that ball hit in front of him. Now, he should have probably been at second base, but that's a tough one because you think it's going to be caught.
Yeah.
And you're kind of out in no man's land.
Yeah, he was kind of stuck. There's another one in the 6 hole.
There's a base hit. Bobbled in the outfield. Everyone will be safe. Thomas Sprouse is really getting antsy over there trying to get the second.
Well, he's clearly faster than Dane Lechner. Nothing against Dane's speed, but Sprouse is a base running finalist, hitting champion. The kid can play.
And so brings up right fielder Brianna Hudson.
But Dane's got that. He's got that baseball prowess. He's got smart baseball.
He's the typical lefty corner infielder.
Yeah, and on the bases, he's a smart base runner.
Ooh, a little bit of movement there from Alex. Full strike there to Leona Williams.
If you notice, everything's below the belt. He's keeping everything down.
And they've hit 1 ball in the air so far throughout the first 4 hitters. Oh,
watch out!
That's a long strike.
Holsinger fans, brace yourselves for Brianna Hudson.
Thanks to inflation, now you got to bring the balls back to the dugouts and free drinks. Can't afford that anymore.
$5 a ball.
We haven't had free drinks down here since the 2000s. There's ball number 1. Alex Wolf gets out to a nice start against Brianna, who's a very dangerous hitter at the plate. Interesting dynamic here. There's 2 outs, 2 runners on, so Holsinger needs to score these runs. Foul ball.
Foul ball.
This is the type of at bat that might not mean much now if she does not get on base, but with running the pitch count up, it's important early to get on that. Is you make Alex force him to make more pitches.
That's a very good point. Very valid point.
1-2. Strike 3 called on the outside. 3 outs. And we are going to go into the bottom of the first inning. The score 0-0. Tune in, folks. It's the championship game number 2. We will return after this. Leading off for Power catcher, Bryson Geyer. And we are back. Bryson Geyer leads off and hits one out of play. 1 strike. Carter McConnell will be the pitcher for Holsinger's Plumbing.
A little lefty on lefty.
I know, yeah.
I gotta love it. Carter's got a little bit of movement, which is going to be an issue.
Oh,
I think for Bryson, not just because they're only a couple feet away, but that's all that matters when it comes to trying to barrel up the baseball.
ball 2-1.
But as much as we talk about walks for the other team, or when we talked about Park, you can't defend the walk. And you can't give up free bases in a game of this magnitude. Now, what I'm interested in seeing for Holsingers is the ability to handle the pressure of being undefeated, knowing that the season comes down to this game because you got a win and you're done.
Mm-hmm.
But you lose, it's your first loss of the year, and you've given them momentum going into game 3.
Yeah.
We have a couple comments we want to get to real quick. BB Rinker, let's go HP. Also rooting for Cannon Shields as well. And Patrick Pellegrino, Holsinger Plumbing fan. So thanks to everyone for tuning in.
A lot of fans of the Plungers today.
Yes. I've been seeing the hashtag raise the Jolly Plunger?
Jolly Plunger.
No, it's the Jolly Plunger.
Full count here on Bryson Geyer. This is a big pitch.
Brett Miller taking that last foul ball off the shoulder and a little bit of the arm, clipped his arm there. It seems to be doing all right.
It's one of those moments you don't miss, is it, Bobby?
No, I'm always going to root for the umpires.
That's fouled off again. Umpires. Speaking of umpires, we have Brett Miller behind the plate. Justin Perino at first base. Strike 3 called there on Bryce. Strike 3 swinging on Bryson Geyer. Second base is Britt Waite, and at third base, Nick Patucci. So, Bobby, you obviously umpired a lot of championships. There's a different vibe when it comes to working these games.
Definitely.
How about in second base, Mateo Williams?
The kids get nervous. So do we as umpires. I know. I'm assuming that Mr. Klausman, who's been doing it a lot longer than I have, I think he even gets a little bit nervous. It's kind of. I'd look out there not to see Mr. Klausman
Sure.
on that field, but for understandable reasons, he's up here in the booth watching the game with us.
Of course, always supervising his umpires.
Always keeping an eye on everybody. I would love to be out there.
There's gonna be
That's
nice catch.
nice play by Dane.
Line now brings up shortstop Anthony Riccio. Here's Anthony Riccio. He is coming off of being named the Ron Fiaschetta Award winner at our postseason awards ceremony that was just held. Bobby, I'm sure you could probably speak to Anthony Riccio from that perspective.
Yeah, he's the exact definition of that award. Always smiling, cheers on his team. You see him talking to the other players. You see if they make a nice play, he'll tell them. I think it happened last night. He just plays hard, and there's a long list of candidates this year, as there is almost every year. But
Single brings up pitcher Alex Wolf.
it's never an easy decision.
No.
Never.
Anthony Riccio getting himself aboard with a base hit to start off the offensive drive here for Park Home. And speaking of offensive drives, Alex Wolf is a player who can do just that.
Yeah, it looks like they're playing him straight up again.
This is a kid with some power. He was a finalist in the Home Run Derby. He's no stranger to these big moments. He had a big series for Park last year in the championship.
Yes. Mm-hmm. There's a ground ball.
One.
Fielded nicely, and the out at second base.
Can't get much better than that for a Little League first inning.
Nope. Carter threw well.
Great pitching performance, good defense, and
Good defensive
that takes us to
performance.
the second inning. We'll return after this, live from AABA. It's the championship.
Yeah,
Leading
here.
off for Holsinger, third baseman, Cannon Shields.
Now let's see what Alex can do this
watch
inning.
out. More balloons.
And a nice performance. The first inning there, it faced 5 batters, and
Yeah. 0-1 count on Shields.
Cannon had a nice game last night.
Yeah, he's a pitcher that we faced this year. I had the pleasure of coaching his brother Malachi for the last 2 years at the junior high school. This kid's got some talent. He's a young kid, and he's going to be really good someday.
Cameron Klinger gets the line out there at third base. A nice heads-up play off the bat of Cannon Shields for a quick out. Now batting left fielder, Trenton Faribaugh.
Always love to see defense in a championship game.
Little self-defense there in that pass. But Bobby, the ode is defense wins championships, and that's so true. You know, there's teams that that you saw us play when I was a player and when Jordan was a player with those Fury championship teams. They were predicated on defense.
Oh, yeah. Defense always wins games.
Susie Pringle commenting on Facebook. Nanny's watching you. Hey, Susie, thanks for rooting on your favorite player here tonight. Hopefully.
Alex with a couple of good back-to-back pitches there. You know, he's not, when he misses, it's not by much. And that's, I mean, when you get a pitcher that can throw strikes and is around the plate, good things are going to happen.
I keep thinking about that great performance pitching from Bryson Geyer yesterday in game number 1. Really shutting down this Holsinger offense, which is a tough task to do. Alex Wolf tries to right now. Trenton Faribaugh is playing left field for Holsingers. He's in the number 7 spot.
2-2 count here.
Strike 3 called on Trenton Faribaugh, 2 outs. And that's Alex Wolf's 3rd strikeout tonight. Now batting catcher, Deshaun Hudson. Stacy Robinson, go HP. Rose, here we have a Park fan. It's Rose. Go Leona, Mateo, and Park. Thanks for watching and commenting. Longtime viewer, Rose for Park. 0-1 count here on Deshaun Hudson.
Alex is dialed in this inning.
Yeah, he has his spot. Strike 3 called. Alex Wolf, another strikeout.
Probably a good time to mention he's on our All-Star team for the 11 and 12-year-old team. That's the team I'm coaching, Bobby. I'm very excited.
All right, Jared, nice self-promotion there. Hey, we'll be right back. We're going to the bottom of the second. It's Holsinger 0, Park 0 from Game 2 of the championship. We will return momentarily. 2-2. Leading off for Park, center fielder, Leanna Williams. Welcome back, everyone, live from 9th Street Field at Joseph M. Sheets Youth Baseball Complex. Leanna Williams leads things off for Park home, and she'll take her cut, 0-1 count. Marilyn Faribaugh, go Holsinger Plumbing. Hey, there's a familiar name to this field. Former concession stand manager Marilyn Faribaugh, along with her husband Ron. Hey, thanks for watching, Marilyn.
Carter looks just as strong, moving the ball around here again this half inning, facing the 5-hitter.
0-2 count on Leanna. She's a dangerous weapon here for Park. Whoa, that was
going to be foul.
Wow, nice hit.
A little late.
And I'll tell you what, Brianna Hudson, we saw it last night. Good luck hitting a ball to right field and expecting automatically to be safe on base, because Brianna Hudson is definitely a star out there in right field.
She's got a strong arm.
And Brian has her out there for a reason.
Yeah. Yeah, I was actually talking to one of her coaches there before the game, and I said I was surprisingly how strong her arm really is.
Key factor. Leanna Williams fouls it off. Leanna's a tough out. Very tough out.
She does well behind the plate when Coach Steve asks her to.
Very.
Put the gear on and
ground ball.
See that speed. Let's see what she's got.
And it's a nice throw there by the shortstop, Shane Gordy, to get the first out. Now batting first baseman, Natalie Baker.
Nice play by Shane there. Fielded it nice and clean.
Jared Kruger, I want to bring you in here for a second just to ask from a coaching perspective, what do the players, we're watching turf right now, and obviously there's, players don't have to worry as much about a bad hop, for instance. Have you noticed a difference when your players are playing on 9th Street and 10th Street?
I mean, to me, it's the same game. It's just a different surface. Now, you don't have to plan on that wild, wicked hop. But even what you don't get in the hop, you get in the spin and the way it comes off the turf and off that rubber. And I think that matters, too, because if you get some top spin and it just kind of skirts or skips off the infield turf, that's a big issue, too, especially as we get later and the moisture starts to come up off the turf.
Yeah, you kind of get that more of a flat bounce than you do a kind of a hop up into the glove.
Some players do look more comfortable whenever they're fielding, not just because of the fact that it is turf.
You don't have to sit back and wait for it to hit a rut, hit a stone. I believe it's quicker too.
Definitely saved a lot of ice in the concession stand this year.
Yes. Now batting third baseman, Cameron Klinger. So Natalie Baker lined out to the second baseman, Thomas Rouse. And this Park team so far through 6 batters, 1 hit. That's going to be a Brianna Hudson catch. Quick 3 outs.
Had him played perfectly.
So we are through 2 innings, 2 pretty quick innings, and it's still tied, 0-0. Which team will get on the board first? We'll find out. Keep tuning in. Championship Game 2 from AABA. We'll be back after this.
Station for
Welcome
years.
back. Leading off for Holsinger, center fielder Lucas Faribaugh.
Is it too quick to say it's a leadoff bunt? Nope.
Lucas Faribaugh on board. Big hit for Holsinger.
Line bunt when you can hit it to the outfield.
Yeah, you're right.
Lucas Faribaugh, he's had a couple hits in these playoff games.
Now, you want to talk about situations. Last inning, if he gets out with 2 outs, maybe that's a bunt.
That's a bunt. Yeah.
Now, lead off
Hit brings up catcher Carter McConnell.
gets that base hit, and now, the mighty plungers are in business.
That's a big hit for Lucas Faribaugh, especially with the number 1 batter, Carter McConnell. Oh, it's a catch.
Nice catch.
That's a great catch by center fielder Leanna Williams. We hear her name so often for a reason.
She tracked it well. It had a little tail to it. Carter put a charge in it.
Now batting shortstop, Shane Gordy.
That ball was well hit, well caught. That was
Yeah.
a great play all around. And, that's a tough ball to catch. She's on the run.
Yeah.
They're coming in on the ball.
And it,
Sure.
and it has that little bit of a tail to it.
Couple feet to the right, and that's trouble for Park.
Shane Shane Gordy is in a long line of Gordys that have come through the league here over the course of the years. They're with a good lineage of great baseball players that played both little leagues, teenager leagues, high schools, and even the city league around the area. You can see it in the way that he plays.
That's
Although
a pop-up. Oh, a big opportunity for Park to get Shane Gordy out. That's a tough out.
Leon's brother Mateo with the
It's a nice
there.
Tail Williams.
9 years old playing championship game. Does it get any better than that?
Yeah.
That's really remarkable. Now batting first baseman Dane Luckner.
But that's a great way to kill that leadoff momentum.
Absolutely.
Luckner's up to the plate here.
Yeah.
You still have a runner at first base.
Yeah.
Now you have 2 outs, and it's a big change from the beginning of the inning.
Now you're at the 3-hitter. Now Dane is he's a tough out. I mean, he's just a tough out.
Yeah, I mean, as were Carter McConnell and Shane Gordy. Big credit to Alex
Certainly.
Wolf.
Yes.
I mean, getting those 2 out,
The lead off and the 2-hitter.
really, really tough to do.
Settling down, you give up the big
Sure.
first leadoff hit of the inning.
Whereas some players would have gotten rattled against this 28-0 team.
Yeah.
Alex Wolf just poised, very confident.
Yep. Thinking, here comes the top of the order now, and
There's a strike 2.
Again, he's mixing location up. That's elevated. Everybody loves that chest high pitch because it's appeasing to the eye.
yes,
It's deceiving.
It certainly is. It looks like a little beach ball coming in there.
And then it's a golf ball when you try to swing.
Yes,
Dane Lechner 1 for 1 today. He singled in the first.
and I believe that's.
And he's going to single and possibly more right now.
Yeah.
Oh,
Did
she cut
she
it
cut that off?
Oh, my
Great.
goodness. Wow, what
Wow.
a play.
Great play out there to cut that off.
Dane Lechner doubles.
That's a big time play to get to that ball in the gap there. If she doesn't get to that, when she does, that's a run. And Lechner's probably at third base.
Yeah. I think Coach Posman was down there thinking we got to run.
Double brings up second baseman Thomas Sprouse. And that's what makes this at-bat so
Oh,
consequential.
this is huge for both Holsingers and Park.
Game momentum changer.
I mean, you've got the batting champion for Holsingers up to the plate with Sprouse. This is a kid built for this.
Yep, with 2 ducks on the pond, as the kids say.
Absolutely. Lucas Farabaugh's out there. Dane Lechner. Oh, it's a
Hang
pop-up.
on, the pop-up.
Natalie Baker with a chance to get out of the inning, and she does it. What a play.
That's an excellent job both by Park and especially Alex Wolf getting them out of that jam because that could have been costly.
That's huge.
This
game is still tied, folks. Holsingers 29-0, trying to clinch their first ever championship. Park Home is not going to let them do that easily. It's 0-0. We're going to the bottom of the third, and we'll return for Park's at-bats coming up next.
George's County arbitrarily.
Welcome back, everyone. Park Home is up to bat. Leading off for Park, left fielder James Davis.
They're 8-9-1 in the lineup here.
Oh, it's through.
That's very unusual.
Wow, a little seeing eye ground ball there.
Past McConnell and Gordon, both two of the better fielders in the league.
Very unusual play there.
But they get the leadoff batter on. Can they turn the order over?
I think Shane might have
Muscatelli.
lifted his eyes just a smidge, just to see where the runner was, and that was costly.
You gotta catch the ball first before you can throw it.
Strike one.
Oh man, he is so picked off at first base.
He's got to go back. You got to dive if you're hit. Oh wow, they just got saved.
Very, very lucky. He gets caught in the pickle, and it luckily works out for Parker. That could have been catastrophic.
Oh
yeah.
My goodness. Holsinger almost took him out.
Yeah.
That would have been big for Holsingers too. Ball outside. Folks at home watching, you have the best audio of anybody in this field right now with crystal clear audio. And you can hear right now how loud this Park team is.
These are the nights as a home plate umpire you go home with a headache.
Yeah.
And not from taking balls to the mat.
No. It's because the kids, the dugouts are so close to home plate.
Yeah.
And when the kids are just this up and this excited, it's exciting as an umpire. It gets you kind of juiced a little bit too.
And that's what makes Little League Baseball awesome, right?
Oh.
When you're invested and both teams are going at it in a positive way,
Yeah.
that's what makes the game fun for everybody.
Certainly.
You're seeing the fans line the field, the hill here at 9th Street, the pavilions, the truck beds are down.
Sure.
Yep.
It's a great atmosphere for all involved.
Oh, you got the signs up in the dugouts. You got the balloons out there down on the HP side.
There's nothing like it. Ball four. And the top of the order is here for Park.
That from Muscatelli there, that's an incredible at-bat.
Yeah.
Next up, catcher Bryson
You're
Geyer.
forcing McConnell to throw pitches, and you work a walk.
And we have a timeout here by the Holsinger staff. And with that, I'm going to bring in our announcing crew today. Jared Prugar, try to pop your head in there so folks can see us.
There he is.
I want to bring up a comment on screen, and Jared, I want you to answer this. BB saying, settle down, HP. So from a coaching perspective, how do you settle players down like this?
Well, exactly like Troy did. He goes out and settles McConnell down. This is the first adversity they faced for the game, and you have to go out there, calm them down a little bit, talk about your plan moving forward, because you've got to anticipate the possibility of a bunt here. With first and second, I understand that it's Geyer and he's their batting champion. He can hit the ball, but also a bunt isn't a bad thing here.
No, and you got to manufacture a run here somehow.
But if he's going to keep throwing balls, then you can be patiently aggressive here at the plate and let the ball go.
Yeah.
And make it come to you. And he's in a good position to do that right now.
I think it's too early in the game for you to start taking till you get a strike.
Right.
No, you need to have a little bit better pitch selection than that.
I'll tell you what, Deshaun Hudson, he's seeing James Davis down there popping off that base, and he wants to get him out as much as possible. Okay.
And as great as that idea would be, you can't make that happen, because if it's not perfect and it gets away, everybody's moving up. And you can't have runners get any further than where they are if you want to minimize the damage.
James Davis enticing them out there. Oh, a strike outside.
It's not a bad location. It's a pitch that, up 2-1, you make him lay off of. Because you're looking for your pitch, the pitch that you can get your best swing off of.
They may come back to that.
Ball high, good at bat.
And it's very possible that they did there, and he just didn't have a grip on it. It looked like it was a pitch that could have spun a little bit.
I was just going to say that looked like it was some kind of a spinner that just didn't he didn't have the grip.
3-2 count on Bryson Geyer. It's
Ball
inside. Ball four, bases loaded for Park.
Now the question is, how long do you stick?
Bases loaded for second baseman Mateo Williams.
we mentioned last inning when he made that catch of a pop-up. Mateo's 99, great athlete. I've watched this kid grow up. He was our bad boy for our VFW team for years. But this kid can play. He's a 9-year-old. In a moment of bases are loaded, this is awesome.
Strike one. Bases loaded for the number 2 batter, Mateo Williams. This is Park's opportunity, I would say, is safe to say, if Park wants a chance at this championship.
They need a big inning here. This is their
good discipline there.
Yes.
That ball was just a bit outside, just a little off the plate. And, that's a great take.
You have Anthony coming up, then you got Alex coming in right behind him.
And just like that.
Yeah.
Now the pitcher is ahead. McConnell's ahead. He can throw whatever he wants. He has 2 pitches to play with, without fearing that walk.
1-2 count. McConnell has the edge.
You're expecting something.
Something down and in. Get him to chase.
Strike 3. 1 out. Carter McConnell.
Still, Park is in a great situation. They got the meat of the order out with 1 out.
Now batting shortstop, Anthony Riccio. All right, this is a big at-bat because Riccio, as we saw, he singled in the first inning. Potent weapon for Park.
He's got some power.
Ground ball.
That's it.
There's going to be the first
run
of the game. It's Park home on the board.
That's a tough play because it hits the ground. You can see that from where we're at, but where Gordy is, he's expecting that to be the second out.
Yes.
Yes. And that's what's tough about
it. Followed by pitcher Alex Wolf. So we are going to put the new score on screen for you at this time. Park home is leading it, and it's going to be Riccio stealing.
They're going to.
Now here they go. They're going to throw.
As soon as he gets caught that run down.
There it is. That's a run. That's a great play. And
he's out.
No, they changed.
He's safe.
Safe at first.
Oh my gosh, that call.
That couldn't have worked out any better. Now, Bobby, what are you seeing from up here on that play at first base? Which is the exact answer I would have said.
Yeah, that was. I think that Holsinger could have played the rundown a little better. The play itself at first base was a little. Hey, they're getting Alex. Got Alex to chase. Gets him out of the inning.
All right, we have to regroup here, and lots just happened. So, first off, we want to get through some comments because we haven't gotten to them. Judy rooting for Holsinger, as well as Susie, and Park home fans are loving what they just saw. Danielle, Joshua, and Jess rooting for Park. They're up 2-0 over Holsinger's Plumbing. Game 2 of the championship. We will return with more. This game is halfway over, but nowhere close from being called.
Are we even more than an hour into it yet?
39 minutes. We'll be right back. Welcome back, everyone. Leading off the fourth for Holsingers, right fielder Brianna Hudson. We're back. Park leads it 2-0 against the undefeated Holsingers Plumbing. They are one win away. They're one win away from capturing an undefeated perfect season, first time since 2009. But Park Home is putting up the fight and trying to be the spoiler to that one.
And I still don't think there's any panic in the HP squad.
No.
If you're watching at home, watch closely with how quickly things are happening in the batter's box and on pitcher's mound. By the time that Brianna is in the box, Alex Wolf is ready to throw, and he's fired.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And they need to get him out of his career.
I'll tell you what, the confidence of Alex Wolf, I mean, it's truly remarkable to watch. Especially when he knows what he's going up against. Marilyn Faribault watching from McCall, Idaho tonight.
Holy smokes.
Do we have any other folks out there who might want to challenge Marilyn on distance in terms of where you're watching from?
That's a.
If so, give a comment.
Gonna play the hop here. That's not gonna do
No.
it. That's not gonna do it against her.
Brianna Hudson aboard to start off the fourth.
I mean, that has to be fielded perfectly, and it was. It's still not going to be a tough throw, but she was so quick.
Lead off hit brings up their baseman, Cannon Shields.
You talk about genetics there, great family. Sister Olivia is playing basketball at the collegiate level. And just when you talk about athletes, that's one of the ones in this league that you look at, and it shows.
I expect a steal here. Maybe the first or second pitch of this at bat.
You have to, right? Now you have to manufacture some runs. You want the game to come to you, but now you have to go to the game.
Yeah.
Jared Klausman coaching third base, giving a couple signs.
The one thing I'll say about Jared here is that he's got a great spelling of his name. We both spell it the same way.
Yeah.
It was very nice of the Holsingers fans to put up a Coach Jared sign on there.
Yeah,
It wasn't
right.
for me, but, a guy can dream.
So Brianna Hudson, she took a pretty. Was she planning to steal there, Bobby? Did you notice?
I did. I don't think she was planning on stealing there. I think she just got a jump off of the foul ball there. I think
Yep.
And that's something you have to watch as an umpire, that she doesn't leave early.
that is correct.
That's a base hit, huge hit for Holsingers, and it's going to send Brianna Hudson to third base. Cannon Shields on first with no outs. Holsingers, here comes the momentum.
Much like we talked about an inning before, where Leona cut the ball off in the outfield.
Yes.
Getting to that ball in right field matters because, listen, she was going first and third on any
Base hit
hit,
followed by left fielder
but
Faribault.
it held. Is that Shields in first base?
Yes.
It held him at first, and that's the run that matters the most right now.
Yeah, and you're going to see that first, third steal here, probably a delay.
Oh, up on attempt by Trenton Faribault. Well, Marilyn Faribault, I want to let you know that you are not winning the distance challenge today. Dan Seigrist is watching from Germany tonight. Wow. Dan, thanks so much for watching on Facebook. Appreciate your international support for our league and cheering on Park Home. So hopefully they're giving you a good show. That's for sure. Nice
Beautiful
bunt.
bunt. Beautiful bunt. Nice play, Gar.
Oh, wow, they stopped it.
That's okay. That was a great flag.
Very nice bunt. And I'll tell you what, Anthony Riccio may have saved a run or two by stopping the ball there.
That left fielder is nowhere to be found.
No. Unfortunately, there was no backup there in the.
But that's the best of both worlds. You don't get a run. However, now the bases are loaded.
I was just going to say, now I think you need a timeout here by Park. Yep, here comes Coach Steve.
We're coming live to you here on screen. Steve Luciano is calling timeout, the manager here for Park Home. Defending champion, Park Home, I should say. And they also won it 5 years ago in 2017. Bobby, what do you think Steve's saying out there?
He's basically telling his young infield. Well, I shouldn't say too young, but
the left side. The three of them.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's 3 and 12 here. They just look young to me. I'm sure he's telling them to just calm down and relax. We're gonna pull the infield in.
Next up, catcher Deshaun Hudson.
And we're gonna go home here, maybe home to first, depending on the hard hit ball here.
All right, Alex Wolf. He's been having a great game on the mound. Oh my
Oh,
goodness, a
that's
That's an
pop-up.
infield fly, if it's fair.
Oh, Natalie
That's a nice
Baker.
Caught. That was a nice catch
Natalie
there.
Baker caught it. And let's just say
I believe it would have been in fair territory.
Natalie Baker had this. I think she almost may have stepped on the base, trying to get around Trenton Faribaugh. Now batting the center fielder, Lucas Faribaugh. And Lucas Faribaugh, he singled in the last inning. If he does
Yes,
it
he
again
did.
here, he's going to tie this game.
And that's a
And
ball.
That's
ball.
catchable.
Oh,
Oh, he
that's a
didn't-
drop. It's a single.
you
1-1
can't, you
score.
can't pick it up.
1 run scores for Holsinger. Jared Kruger, what just happened?
Well, I mean, it's a fly ball that drops. I mean, the ball hits the ground. That's a ball that has to be caught. Now, she's probably going to score in the tag
RBI.
anyway, but you need that out.
Yes.
You need to catch that ball in the air. And then the bobble afterward, you're not able to get the runner at second base who was held up because it's a pop-up.
Right. And now you've turned the order.
And now this is a dangerous game for Park right now. The infield is still up. Bases are still loaded for them. Or for
Very
Holsinger, I should say.
dangerous.
And, you know, that's
And
This is
Carter
dangerous.
Carter just missed that pitch.
0-2 count. Olivia Faribaugh giving love to Trenton's bunt, as well as to Brianna and Kenan. Hassani Hudson. Loving what he's seen out of the Hudsons for Holsinger. And Olivia Faribaugh also cheering on Lucas there. And absolutely, Lucas Faribaugh is having a 2-for-2 night in the 9 slot, which is key if you want to win a championship,
Yes.
top to bottom.
Yeah, you need 9 hitters.
You need 9 hitters.
And
every time.
You want to get to your top of the order, your best hitters as quick as you can. But having somebody of value in that 9 spot matters. It matters more than anything in a game like this.
Ball out of play.
But now if you're Wolf and you're Park, you've got to get a ground ball here. And the play is at home.
Carter
Yeah,
McConnell,
they-
he's due. He's due for a big rip.
And now we're in the top of the 4th inning here. Pitch count's getting elevated. He's still good as far as pitch limit goes, but the wear and tear is starting up. It's a humid night. They've been here for hours at this point. You know, that I understand with their kids, but that all matters. It all adds up here.
Strike 3 called on Carter McConnell. Oh my goodness, that's a big out for Alex Wolf. With bases loaded and only 1 out, and suddenly Park home. And look at Alex Wolf. Look how fired up he is out there.
Yeah, as you should be.
Shortstop
To
Shane.
get a hitter like that looking, that's
For-
incredible.
That
There's
one's
a
down.
big
That's going to
hit.
be 2 runs.
Oh, one scores. Another run scores. Holsinger Plumbing has taken the lead in Game 2 of the championship off the bat of Shane
By no
Gordy.
means was that a bad pitch. He just did a great piece of hitting there. And to be honest with you, ball don't lie. So, you know, Holsinger earned those 2 runs. And
2
now we got-
RBI hit brings up first baseman Dane Lechner.
But now you gotta see what Park is made of here. And this is the tough thing with Holsingers, right? They go down and then they come right back.
Oh, that's just, you can never. Yeah,
No.
there was no panic when we started this half
Never
inning.
panic.
And that's what we experienced, you know, when we played them multiple times this year. Get them down and then come back.
Yeah.
And that's tough,
It's-
you know. It's
Holsinger's
They all know that the whole team knows they can hit, and they know they can score runs.
top to bottom. 0-1 count on Dane Lechner. Dane Lechner's 2 for 2 today. He's hit a single. He's hit a double. He is having himself a fantastic championship series. Ball outside. 1-1 counts. Susie, way to go, HP. Aaron Garland rooting for Dane. Amber Johnston, loving what she's seeing. Stevie St. John, big runs for HP. Heck yes, Stevie. Big inning in this top of the 4th.
I look for Gordy to move up here, take his base on second.
Oh, it's a rocket.
Line drive,
Right at her.
Right in the
right at
hands
her.
of Leanna Williams. Holsinger scores 3. They take the lead. And we go into the bottom of the 4th inning. 70 folks watching live. Great viewership. Thanks, everyone, for tuning into this championship. We'll be back after this live from AABA.
just myself.
Welcome back, everyone. Leanna Williams is up. Leading off for Park, center fielder Leanna Williams. Score, Holsinger 3, Park 2. Bunt down by Leanna. Carter McConnell the throw, and out number 1.
Yeah. Yes, he did.
So Park trying their best to get runners on board. Leanna will be the first out of the inning.
Slayed down a decent bunt, but
Next up, first baseman Natalie Baker.
Carter fielded it well, and he turned his body.
Yeah.
And made the throw instead of turning it. He turned it in the correct way instead of throwing off his back foot and throwing it awkwardly to first base.
You like the bunt call?
I do like the bunt call. To catch him off guard. She does have some speed.
Sure. If the ball may have been down the third base line, probably no chance of getting around.
Yes. Or even if she would have chased it up the first base line a little bit. But yeah, if she would have deadened it a little bit more, I think she would have been okay. Sometimes forcing the catcher to make that play and make that throw is a little bit more than the pitcher.
Ground ball to Browse. Perfect hop and a perfect throw. Out number 2.
Nice series of pitches there from Carter to get Natty out.
Next up, third baseman Cameron Klinger. Park home, they have scored the most runs this season in the league. Holsinger Plumbing has given up the fewest runs this season in the league.
That is a nice fun fact, Jordan Roan.
I do my homework, Bobby. You know me.
I know you do. I don't know how you have time to do with all your studies.
1 ball, no strike, 2 outs. Ground. Oh, it's going to be.
Hey, that's a tough. Oh,
great
nice
catch.
play. Cannon
3
Shields.
outs for Holsinger.
You know, Mr. Klausman and I, Jim Klausman and I had a nice phone call today, conversation, and he was talking up Mr. Cannon down there at third base, and he's voting for series MVP to Cannon Shields.
Well, if it comes from the mouth of Jim Klausman, it's scripture.
I mean, I'm telling you, that boy knows baseball.
Hey, the score 3-2. We're going to the 5th, and we'll be back after this. Welcome back. Top of the 5th inning. Leading off for Holsinger. Second baseman, Thomas Browse.
TB at the plate here. See what?
Oh, a single. Leadoff single for Thomas Browse.
That was a nice at bat. TB, another seeing eye ground ball up the middle.
Stop. Right fielder, Brianna Hudson.
Just out of the reach of Mr. Riccio, who seems to be playing a shade towards third.
No balls, no strikes, no outs here on Brianna. Bunt.
Bunt play.
Beautifully laid down.
Nice bunt.
Play.
That's the kind of bunt you need. Down the third base line.
Championship caliber bunt.
Oh, huge.
Hit brings up third baseman Cannon Shields.
There comes Cannon. Made that nice play that last half inning. See what he can do here for HP.
No outs.
Hit the ball somewhere on the right side, maybe. Tough pitch there for Cannon. Nice pitch to lay off of. Probably couldn't have done anything with that one.
Cannon Shields getting some love from Facebook. Oh,
Jared Klausman with the air at third.
he does not want to shake that hand off, but you know that he's feeling it.
That ball hurts coming out there. Play that hop.
Oh,
Nice play.
beautiful play by Mateo Williams for the first out. Both runners
Hey.
advance.
That's as good as a bunt play there. He moved both runners up.
Manager Brian Faribaugh announcing a substitution. Now batting Xavier Faribaugh.
Advance both runners. Scoring position here.
Xavier Faribaugh is up to bat. He came off the bench last night, Bobby, and he had a single to
Really?
the outfield. And if he does that this time,
Should score 2 runs.
that would be big.
Laying a bunt down. I think he attempted on that.
Old Thomas Browse, he's getting antsy down there. He wants in. He's coming off third.
He saw that ball pop out of the catcher's glove, and he's thinking, I'm stealing home.
Big play by Mateo Williams, though.
That was a great play because that
Saving 2 runs.
that was a handcuffing bunt or hop there.
1 ball, 1 strike.
I think let's see if he's going to wave the bunt off here. See if I can steal a couple signs.
Yeah.
Yep. Looks like I think he's sticking with the bunt.
Make sure Steve Luciano doesn't have an AirPod in down there listening to the broadcast.
There's the bunt. Got the wheel play going.
And he bunts it out of play. So it's 1-2 count. And it's time for Xavier to hit away. He's looking determined. There it is.
That's over his head.
Again, it's Xavier Faribaugh with
Gotta
a
come
single.
up throwing.
Xavier Faribaugh has done it 2 nights in a row in the championship series. RBI hit to the outfield off the bench.
Coach Steve is going to try and slow things down here. Go out and check on Alex, see if he's doing okay.
So this game is 4-2. Holsinger's on top. There's only 1 out.
That's great base running too by Mr. Faribaugh to advance to second on the overthrow or the attempted throw to home.
Justin Perino going out.
Yeah, make sure nobody's over there talking about him. That was always the question I'd ask when I'd go out. You're not talking about me, I hope.
Now batting Tatum Pincheri.
But I'm not sure if it showed up on the screen because I wasn't watching. But down here on the third base end, Mr. Klausman, Jared Klausman, took a knee, and he had his batter and his 2 base runners huddled around him to discuss game strategy, see what we're going to do here. I think the bunt's off. I think he waved the bunt off.
Rona rooting for Xavier. Way to go, Xavier. That ball's up 2-0. Maryland Faribaugh saying yes to the big hit by Xavier.
I know.
2 balls, no strikes, 1 out.
Now, is this your 9-hitter in the lineup? 8-hitter.
Hitter number 8. Next up will be Lucas Faribaugh.
Oh, Lucas Faribaugh will be coming in the 9-hole.
He's having a great day, 2 for 2.
As Jared Prugar said, that 9-hole is very important.
Of course.
Unfortunately, Mr. Prugar had to leave the telecast.
Pre-existing obligations.
He just bought a new home. I think he moved in today.
3 balls, 1 strike. Big at bat because we know who's up next. It's Lucas Faribaugh.
Yeah, he comes up big this game.
Ball 4.
Some emotion coming from Alex on the mound, which is a rarity. He's usually very calm, cool, and collected out there.
Center fielder Lucas Farabon.
I'd be willing to guess that depending on what he does with Lucas here, Lucas could be his final batter.
Sure.
If he gives up a hit.
6 straight balls thrown by Alex Wolf, and now there's a strike call.
I think he has. Does he have Anthony Riccio available?
Riccio, he has a whole arsenal. I believe has his full arsenal. There's going to be a high fly.
Nice
it's a diving catch. A diving catch.
Nope, dropped the ball. He dropped the ball.
Another run scores.
Got to secure the ball before you make the tag.
7-2, Holsinger leads.
See if we have
timeout called by Steve.
Like I said, my guess is this is going to be.
We're going to have an appeal.
We got a timeout, so I think we got to do a. We got to reset. We got to reset before we can make an appeal. But the tag looked good from up here. Irregardless, all tags did. I saw the tag at second myself, and the guy at third too. So. Yeah, I was gonna say the runner at first is the batter is out on the nice catch out there in right field. I don't know that young man's name.
That is Lucas Masatelli.
Ah, yeah, it's a nice catch out there, and
next up, catcher Carter McConnell.
That'll advance another runner.
Taden Pincheri to third base.
He had a nice at bat, Mr. Pincheri.
He did.
He did his part.
There's a
line drive
nice catch by Mateo Williams. What a defensive outing.
I tell you what.
Goodness.
Feel for Carter because he can't catch a break.
No, he can't.
Hard line drive to center field. A couple tough pitches at the plate. And then he hits a hard line drive with a great catch by a 9-year-old second baseman, Mateo.
And speaking of breaks, Holsinger had a big break in that inning. They're up 7-2 in Game 2 of the championship. On the verge of a perfect season. We're going to the bottom of the 5th inning. Holsinger 7. Part 2. We'll be back after this. Welcome back, everyone. It's 7-2. Parcombe is up to bat here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Leading off for Park, left fielder James Davis. Carter McConnell on the mound.
So they're 8-9-1 here, Park is.
Yeah.
So they'll turn the order in this top of the fifth, bottom of the 5th inning. I'm sorry, I apologize for that.
It's also noteworthy to say that Park scored 3 in the final inning of last night's game, the top of the 6th. So they have the chance to put together rallies late in the game.
I think it's important here for Park to score a few runs if they want to continue to stay into this ball game. Nice play by Carter. Fields the ball well off the mound. Only had 57 pitches
Now
for the
batting right
game.
fielder Lucas Musatelli.
57 pitches now should get him a complete game.
Ball outside. Stevie St. John commented about the catch in the last inning. Mateo is tough. What a catch.
Bright future for that young man.
Absolutely. Fouled off.
There's a nice catch out there in right field that Mr. Musatelli made.
Yeah.
Not to be outshined by Mateo's catch.
Ball outside.
Take them big catches out of that inning. Could have been a lot worse.
Absolutely.
Yes, he did.
2-2 count.
If you're going to swing, swing.
Strike 3 called. Lucas Musatelli goes down on strikes. McConnell throws his 4th strikeout tonight. And it's the top of the lineup here for Park. However, there are 2 outs on the board. Next up, the catcher, Bryson Geyer.
Got to be patient here. Got to be patient. You don't want to force nothing if you're Geyer.
Strike 1.
I don't think you want to be that patient. If he sets one up to you, you need to run it with it. Ooh, a little wrinkle there
Ball
from Carter.
inside.
Didn't break like he hoped, but it clearly had some movement. Curveball to break away from the left-handed batter.
Bryson Geyer walked in the 3rd inning. Here's a 3-ball, 1-strike count now.
He could be staring at a walk here.
Strike 2.
Keep your wits about you, Bryson. Step in and you see what Carter has to offer.
Ball 4. Bryson Geyer to first. Next to the plate, second baseman, Mateo Williams.
Yeah, if you're Holsinger's here, if you're you need this batter.
Oh, there's no
You
doubt.
have Anthony coming up, Alex right behind him.
You need to put up a couple of runs. Holsinger still has a chance to bat again in this game.
They do.
Which is dangerous in and of itself if you're Park. Ball outside. The play first.
Snap throw to
It's
first.
through.
You got to watch the ball.
Oh, Geyer to
she's got an
second.
arm.
Safe.
Great call. That was a great call by Britt Waite. I'm going to say that as an umpire. It was a great throw, great tag.
Yep, Brianna Hudson.
Everything was perfect there.
Very, very nice play. 1 ball, 1 strike. Geyer in scoring position. Ground ball to Browse. Caught, fielded,
Step and throw.
3rd out. We're going to the 6th inning. We are going to the final inning. Holsinger Plumbing has their at-bats. They are near the championship. We'll be back after this. Welcome back, everyone. It's Holsinger up to bat. Leading off the sixth for Holsinger. Shortstop, Shane Gordy.
I don't know about you, Jordan, but I'm having fun.
Oh, this is a blast, Bobby. Thanks so much for being up here with me. And
Hey, I appreciate the invite.
oh, absolutely.
I get to be part of the game. I get to
Exactly.
sit down, and I don't have to stand on my feet.
One strike.
I was talking to Coach Woodring from Marana earlier, and he was trying to figure out a way for me to get one of them little carts that you can walk with, and then if you get tired, you can turn and sit down on. He said, that's all you need.
One ball, one strike. Line
That's
up
a
the
hit
middle.
up the middle.
It's a 3-hit game for Shane Gordy. There's a player who suffered an injury, I believe,
Yes, he
earlier
did.
in the season.
Yes, he did. We got time. We got time. I think Shane,
Leadoff hit brings up first baseman Dane Lechner.
I think Shane was just looking around thinking, nobody's watching me. I'm going to see if I can sneak the second. Yes, he is. Yeah, you're right. You're right, Mr. Klausman. Dane is, he is due.
Well, he's has a double and a single today.
I'm going to let my bias show here a little bit, but I like this young man. I have liked Dane since he was 9 and playing for Holsingers. He is just a super, super young man.
Ball outside, 2-0. Comment from Bob Dallas. Go Dane. Thanks for watching, Bob. Dane Lechner. 2-0 count.
Oh, really?
That's going to be foul.
Slice and foul. So we're going to have a balloon, but not quite. In case you haven't noticed out there that Mr. Riccio took the mound.
Anthony Riccio is stepping in for Alex Wolf, who had a great day on the mound.
He certainly
Another
did.
good day.
He certainly did. And like Mr. Jared Prugar mentioned earlier, you know, it is hot, it is humid, and they have been here a while with the awards ceremony prior to the game. No shame in Alex's performance whatsoever. I think he did everything that Coach Luciano asked him to do.
Absolutely.
That's a foul ball. Foul ball. May have caught Leona on that one. Classy move by home plate umpire, Brett Miller, to give her a few minutes breather.
Three balls, 2 strikes, no outs on Dane Lechner, first baseman for Holsingers. Having a great championship series. Another one fouled off.
True.
Good at bat here for Dane Lechner.
You know, they're kind of playing Dane to go the opposite way, which I think he's going to probably pull the ball here.
Ball 4.
Nice at bat there.
2 runners on.
Draws a walk. Thomas Browse.
Next up, second baseman Thomas Browse.
Bryson Geyer having a little fun out there with the fake tag. Uh-oh, we got a timeout here.
And it's going to be a pinch runner.
Special pinch runner here for Dane, which allows them to enter a runner.
It's Wyatt Archer coming in for Holsinger's Plumbing, number 9, getting a chance to enter this championship game.
With the special pinch runner role, it gives Dane a little breather here, which will allow him to re-enter into the game in the bottom half of the 6th.
And both runners advance on a passed ball. Gordy and Archer. Thomas Browse has 2 hits tonight.
You got to watch Shane here. Shane on third. He has a tendency to he'll time that throw from the catcher to the pitcher. He gets a nice big break there down at first. He could take off for home. I've seen it many a time. Now they're playing Browse to pull here, but if he hits something on the right side of the diamond.
Here comes Shane Gordy to score, and he will do so. 8-2 Holsinger.
Advances on the pass ball there, which also advances our special pinch runner. I believe his name was Wyatt.
Wyatt Archer.
Wyatt Archer.
Standing on third base, a chance to score in the championship.
Who's getting his ear full of direction from Coach Jared Klausman.
1-2 count. Outside.
Nice pickup by Leona.
Absolutely.
She is solid behind the plate. Park has a reputation of female catchers.
Sure.
Going back to Parker Martin.
Fouled off. Leona Williams, a 12-year-old, so Park will be saying goodbye to her at the conclusion of this series. Certainly great careers for all of these 12-year-olds for Park. Alex Wolf, Anthony Riccio, Cameron Klinger, Leona Williams, and Natalie Baker. Names that have been around for a while and certainly known for their high level of play.
Certainly.
Two balls, 2 strikes on Thomas Browse.
Thomas recognized that fastball there and just a little bit behind it and fouled it off. So I'm thinking he's going to get maybe here a little slurve or maybe a curveball.
There it is. Ground ball to...
Yeah, he did not check the runner there. He did not check the runner at third.
And Wyatt Archer scores to make this a 9-2 ball game.
Got a young runner there at third, and the first thing he should have done was check that runner and held him at third.
RBI brings up right fielder Brianna Hudson.
But irregardless, he does get the out.
Absolutely. Bryson Geyer got the out there. 1 ball, no strikes on Brianna Hudson. Bases are cleared. Holsinger leads by 7. They're 28-0.
And I think Brianna's going to get a chance to hit here. I think the last couple times up, she's laid down a couple bunts.
Some successful bunts. She's 2 for 3 tonight.
To showcase that speed.
Number 13, Brianna Hudson. She's a 12-year-old.
She's had a great season,
absolutely. Hoping to go out with a title. Stevie St. John, let's go, Brianna.
Ooh.
Ball down on the turf.
Those 40-foot fastballs are tough, Jordan.
Yeah, that they are, Bobby. Leanna's going to take a timeout.
She's going to need a breather. She's going to need a breather. Take a few minutes, clean that plate off.
While we wait, bring in here Bobby McManus. I'm Jordan Roan, and Steve Luciano is coming out now, as you can see on your screen, to talk with Leanna. Looks like hey, that's a catcher's job, right?
Yeah, unfortunately, that's part of their.
Yep.
They're gonna get hit. They're gonna get hurt. That's what makes a catcher tough. It doesn't make it any easier, but looks like she might have taken that one off the thigh. It always seems to find where you don't have any padding.
3-1 count. Strike 2 called.
Anthony working that outside part.
Hassan Eve saying, Killer B.
Killer B. I love that. I like that one.
3-2 on the Killer B. Ball low.
Ball 4.
Brianna takes first.
Can't put her on.
Now batting third baseman Cannon Shields. Cannon Shields up to bat with 1 out. Ball outside.
Good eye by Cannon.
Leanna running that one down to Brianna.
Yeah.
A lot of fun to watch.
Leanna's got a strong arm. With the little league rules where you can't quite take off from first until the ball reaches the batter. Snap throw to first. Natty couldn't quite handle it, but
good try by Leanna to Natalie Baker.
That just shows the speed that Brianna has, that everybody's thinking about her. Nice pitch on the inside half of the plate there.
2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out.
Nice pitch to turn on if you're Cannon Shield.
Ground ball to Geyer. Fielded nicely, thrown nicely. Mateo Williams attempts to get the double play.
Runner's going to advance on the overthrow.
Oh, and the ball hits.
It hits him in the back.
Yeah, from Natalie Baker.
Kick ball, he would have been out.
So, fielder's choice there.
Fielder's choice, yep.
Cannon Shields on second base. And here's Trenton Faribaugh re-entering the game. Now batting left fielder Trenton Faribaugh.
2 outs. I don't think we're going to see a bunt here.
Trenton Faribaugh had himself a single in this game.
Anthony going to step back, take a breather. As he awaits the signs from the dugout of his pitch location. Can work him. I think Leanna may have wanted that pitch to be a little bit higher than that.
Over 70 folks tuning in live across the internet. Some from Germany, some in Idaho, some who knows where they're watching from. Thanks so much, everyone, for watching. Anthony Riccio catches it for the 3rd out of the inning.
I almost panicked there, and I thought, why is Brianna running? But I realized that was then the 3rd out.
So fly out
Even
there.
I'm nervous up here in the booth.
Well, Bobby, I'm sure you are not alone, because you have that Park home team that is having their last at-bats of the game.
This is it. This is for all the marbles.
We're going into the bottom of the 6th inning. And Holsinger's Plumbing is leading it by 7.
Nice little cushion.
A very nice cushion. They can afford to give up a couple. Of course, Park scored 3 in the 6th inning yesterday, so they certainly have the chance and they have the willingness to fight back.
They never give up,
which is extremely important.
And I can hear the excitement coming from the dugout. The kids are fired up.
Absolutely.
I think we're starting off with I believe it's the 2-hitter. Is it Mateo, or are we at? I
believe it's going to be Anthony Riccio. Anthony Riccio will lead things off here in the 6th inning. This has really been a fun game, Bobby.
It certainly has.
The whole series, the whole playoffs have been so exciting to watch.
Oh, they have. It's been great baseball.
A lot of great baseball. LS Fury, they gave Holsinger a nice run for their money.
They did. They really did.
Sheets gave Park a little challenge in that first series.
And the Park Marana series was a good series. I know Park had a couple explosive innings like Holsinger's has had here, but you can't take anything away from Marana in that series. I think Sistos was maybe up to they were behind the 8 ball a little bit in their series.
Of course.
But unfortunately, that's playoff baseball and vacation season and whatnot. But
leading off for Park, pitcher Anthony Riccio. Strike one called on Anthony Riccio here in the bottom of the 6th inning.
Yeah, he does. He still has a lot on the ball here. He just needs to hit his spots. Not sure who's calling the locations in their dugout. It could be Mr. Pancheri. It could be Coach Kurt himself or Coach Brian himself. It's at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike here.
Looks like Brett may have said it was 1-2. I think he said 1-2, I believe. So we'll find out here. Ball inside.
I believe it is 2-2. We've had no correction from the home plate umpire, so you are correct. It is 2-2. We'll see what the.
There's a high fly.
Lucas took 2 steps in and
it's
retreats.
Out number 1.
That young man tracks a fly ball very well. Sometimes he makes me nervous. His first step is in sometimes.
Now batting on fielder Alex Wolf.
But he can get to his spot that he needs to. Carter's got 10 pitches here to mess with the to finish the game out as a complete game, which is certainly a credit to him. Looks like they're kind of playing him straight up. Alex maybe not quite sure of that pitch. So 2 here. He's got can't be as selective. Chases
Pops
one.
It up. Oh, there's it is. Shane Gordy gets the second
out.
It's 2 outs in the championship in the bottom of the 6th inning, and Leanna Williams will come up next. Now batting the catcher, Leanna Williams. Coach will take a little bit of a timeout just to talk to Leanna.
And I'm thinking he went up and just had her say, have some fun here. There's no pressure. Just do what you can at the plate, and we'll take one batter at a time. Nice pitch on the inside corner.
Strike number 1, Leanna Williams. Number 1 for this Park team is at the plate against Carter McConnell. He has gone the distance, 6 innings. The pitch, a swing and a miss. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs on Leanna Williams. Carter McConnell, number 14, has the chance to clinch it. 0-2 pitch. Ball outside.
Couldn't get her to chase. 85 pitches later, I think he's throwing as hard as he did on pitch 1.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Low. This Holsinger Plumbing team is 28-0. No team has gone perfect since 2009. 13 years later, and Holsinger's has the chance to clinch their team's first ever league title. They've been around for a while, but they've never gone the distance. Another fouled off pitch for Leanna. She's a fighter.
And one thing here to mention, he's at 88 pitches. So Leanna, if she gets on, we're going to see a new pitcher in orange.
That's right. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Ground ball up the middle.
Tough play for TB.
Caught by Browse, the throw. She's safe. A single for Leanna Williams keeps things alive for Park.
And unfortunately, that's going to be it for Carter. He's going to, Coach Farabaw's going to come out, give him his first baseman's glove, probably a big hug.
Take a look at that.
Much well-deserved from the entire team.
And you can just listen to the claps. A great
There's
applause.
that hug.
That's beautiful. Brian Faribaugh, manager for Holsinger, comes out and relieves Carter McConnell. I think a little bit of emotion there for Brian. See him take a little bit of a deep sigh. He cares so much about these players. They've been around together for a while now. And look who is on the mound for Holsinger. What can you tell us about this pitcher here, Bobby?
Well, he's sticking with the lefty, and it's like I said, here's Dane Lechner, who is super young man, as I said before, going to work the ball down, and he throws hard. He probably throws maybe a touch harder than Carter. He's tough to hit, as are most of the Holsinger pitchers. But we'll see what Dane. See what he can do here. It's tough coming in an entire game and then stepping out onto the mound and
absolutely
to try to throw strikes, but he knows he's got a 7-run cushion.
And let me just say this, Bobby. How many times does the young player dream about getting on the mound with 2 outs?
This is
the bottom of the 6th inning.
Uh-huh.
Dane Lechner, I'm sure, has like every player had this going through his head at some point.
Yeah, I want to be on the mound, be that winning pitcher. I want to get that last strikeout, throw my glove in the air for the big win, and
it's his chance right here, right now. Now batting first base again, Natalie Baker. Natalie Baker is up to bat. 2 outs in the bottom of the 6th of Game 2 in this championship. She will take ball number 1. Sam Bonds was asking what the score is. Sam, it's 9-2. Holsinger leads it. The score is at the bottom of your screen there. Jess rooting on Leanna. Say a nice hit. 1 ball, no strike. Leanna's not going to attempt the steal.
No, that ball's got to hit the screen before she's going to be allowed to advance, I'm assuming. I think Maddie's going to probably be some patient here and take a look at a few more pitches.
3-0.
Well, Dane is working the ball down. He generally keeps the ball down.
3 balls, no strikes, 2 outs in the dirt. Natalie Baker to first base on 4 straight balls. So, just like last night, we're seeing Park not giving up. They're still in this, and they're advancing runners as they should. And Cameron Klinger will be the next batter to try and keep hope alive for Park. Next to the plate, third baseman Cameron Klinger.
I've seen Cameron come up with some big hits. In fact, I think one of the series he came up with a big hit to win, maybe to advance the final run.
2.
I think they may have had to take on there.
No balls, 1 strike, and 2 outs on Cameron Klinger. Dane Lechner on the mound for Holsinger.
Doesn't look like they're playing him to pull the ball.
Ball inside.
That is a nice stop back there behind the dish.
1 ball, 1 strike.
The pass balls have been limited tonight. That's a credit to the catchers and pitchers.
Another ball. This Park team is keeping their patience. They want to keep this game going for as long as they possibly can. Holsinger Plumbing, 1 out away from the title. And there's strike number 2.
You think the Holsinger fans are on the edge of their seats right now?
I think so, Bobby. I see them getting up on their feet. It's a 2-2 count with 2 outs. Bottom of the 6th.
Just that down to their last strike here. Ooh. I think he was thinking something fancy there and didn't have the right grip.
All right, so we have runners on first and second. With 2 outs, 3-2 pitch Outside. Ball 4, bases loaded for Park. It's not over till it's over, Bobby. Hassani Hudson commenting, great job, Deshaun. #1 catcher. Hassani, Deshaun is really doing a great job. So we have ourselves a bit of a timeout. I'll bring in Bobby McManus again to talk things through. You can tell these Holsinger players, they know what's in front of them.
Yeah, they can see it. They can see everything, and Dane's probably put too much pressure on himself at this point. Coach Pincheri gets out and said, "Hey Dane, just relax, do what you've done all season."
Next to the plate, center fielder James Davis.
You just need to get us a ground ball, and we'll get out of this inning, and we'll go home champions.
Here's James Davis for Park.
And James Davis is thinking, not me.
Not me. Yep. You don't want to be that last out of the championship, although somebody has to be. It's the way it goes.
It's unfortunate. Yep. Someone's got to win. Nice pitch there.
Yes. There's a strike from
I think he was
Mr.
taken till he got a strike.
Yep.
So
1 ball, 1 strike, and 2 outs. It's high.
Uh-oh.
Leona's
Nope.
Oh, my goodness. Cameron Klinger dives back into first base. He catches himself off first, possibly a little too much. And you don't want to test the arm of Holsinger's catcher,
Deshaun
Hudson. Not one bit.
Nope.
All right. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Inside.
Ooh. Good feet in there.
I'll tell you what, Bobby, if this was a 1-run game, this would be stressful.
Yeah. If this is a 1-run game as a batter, you wear that. You let that ball take you off in the thigh, and you take your base. And
the stands are starting to
you see them? They're on their feet down there.
Once again, another full count for a Park player. This time it's James Davis. Lechner to Davis, the pitch. Strike 3 called, and Holsinger Plumbing has won the championship.
There go the gloves and the hats, and now we bounce.
Dane Lechner strikes out James Davis to end this game, and Holsingers, for the first time since 2009, have run the table of this league and are champions of AABA.
And there's class right away. They celebrated. They got in line to shake hands and congratulate.
And that's the game, folks. Final score, Holsingers Plumbing 9, Park 2. A great game to both teams. And with that, Holsingers Plumbing wins the 2022 championship. Stay tuned for our award ceremony coming up in just a few minutes.
Beautiful game played by both teams. Defensively, it was a great game. Some big key hits. Some great plays. Park should be very proud of themselves. They shouldn't hang their heads at all. It's a very well played series.
And I have just queued up the Celebrate Good Times music because there is celebrating to be had here at AABA as Holsingers wins the championship. And it sounds like there's some fireworks going off. I think that might be a first time in league history. So we are going to stay live as the trophy presentation will begin in just a few. While we wait, I'm going to read off a couple of comments. Susie Pringle, way to go, guys. Great game. Absolutely, Susie. That was a game that you want to see out of a championship. Let's see what else. BB Rinker, congratulations, Holsingers and Cannon. BB, thanks so much for tuning in this entire series and playoffs. Robin Vander, way to go, guys. Good game. Marilyn Faribaugh, congrats to some great kids and coaches. Marilyn, absolutely. We are going to see these kids and coaches on the field in just a couple of minutes because they are going to be accepting their trophies from each team. But once again, the breaking news, Holsinger's Plumbing has won the championship series here at AABA, their first championship in team history. They made it in 2015. They came up short, and now here they are, 7 years later, and they have done it.
It's a good game. I enjoyed that. Jordan, I appreciate you inviting me up here on this side of the baseball diamond.
Absolutely, Bobby. You know that we value your opinion and your feedback. The whole league really loves to hear from you. So I'm going to put us on screen. And just as we wait this trophy presentation, what are some of the takeaways from this entire playoff?
There's a lot of nice young talent in this league. If there's any prospective players out there that are playing in other leagues that may be watching, we have a great facility down here, I'm sure as most of you know, and there's a lot of talent, a lot of fun to be had. This playoff series down here was everything you'd expect out of a playoff series, taking 6 teams.
Absolutely.
Sheets was no slouch. They come in here and they gave, I think it was Park, a battle. LF Fury and John Sisto played hard, both teams. Furies came out on top there. And then they may have put a little scare into this orange team down here.
Yeah, I think so.
I don't know that for sure, but it was a very, very well played series. Marana and Park was fun to watch. And then this one, equally as fun. There was no quit, both teams.
I'll tell you what, Bobby, this Holsinger Plumbing team, 29-0. Let's just let that sink in for a second.
I know.
That's such a difficult feat.
It is very hard to do. Very, very hard to do.
The best of teams slip up every once in a while.
Yes.
And no one would have blamed them for slipping up.
No, my gosh, no.
But they just never did.
When you're playing this Park team during the regular season, you're playing them twice. You're playing Marana. I believe they played Marana twice. I don't know who all was in their division exactly, but they probably played at Sisto's, John Sisto team at least twice. Some teams they played 3 times. That's hard to do. Drennings was a solid team. They took it to Holsinger's. Holsinger's had to dig it out in the bottom of the 6th, if I remember correctly. I was still umpiring at that point. And I was down here on 9th Street working, and I could hear all the hoops and the cheers up on 10th Street. And
yes,
I looked and I said, Holsinger's just pulled it out in the bottom of the 6th.
I'll tell you what, a couple times they were given scares, but they have that depth in a lineup that it's been a long time since you've seen something like that.
1 through 9, 1 through 10 that can hit the ball or can lay down the bunt when you ask them to. How many kids laid down a bunt today when you've asked them to that were just phenomenal?
16 players on the Holsinger roster, the most in the league, I think it's safe to say. So much depth, and a lot of kids who, they didn't start. They may not have started, but someone like an Xavier Faribault steps into the championship and gets 2 base hits. Back-to-back nights.
Yeah, right. And Lucas Faribault was another one in that 9-hole that came up big. Just in both these games against Park. It's just
a really remarkable performance. And I'll tell you what, Park home, credit to them. I think in probably a lot of different leagues, a lot of different years, this Park squad wins the championship.
Yeah.
I think it's safe to say.
Yeah, you're correct. And they ran into that, and I've been calling them a buzzsaw all year. That HP team they are just that good. They are solid team on defense. Thankfully, you can't slide head first because some of these kids aren't very good at it, as I've been watching here as we've been talking.
I'll tell Tell you what, this is the entertainment that folks want to watch, I think.
Look at them out there having
It's
fun.
a field day for kids of all ages.
Yeah, they're out there having fun. We got some random children or young kids out there just.
Yep. Brian Faribaugh, president of the league, probably getting worried about some liability.
Yeah. I think they're all ball players down here. I think I'm not sure, but
well, I do see the trophies
here they
starting to come out.
That's it.
And that means we are almost ready to get things started and honor these players from both teams and honor the coaches who work tirelessly. They give up their free time to get these kids prepared to play.
Yes.
What can you say about the coaching staffs for both these teams?
The coaches don't get the credit that they deserve on any coaching staff or any team out there. They do what they can to teach the kids the game. It starts in the minor league.
Attention parents and fans, you can make your way down to the field if you'd like to take some photos. Trophy presentation coming up soon. Once again, feel free to make your way down onto the field.
Yeah, and all these coaches, they're all volunteers. There are some fathers that that are there to with their children, but they're not there just to coach their own. They're there to coach as a coach for the team. And
I'll tell you what, somebody like Steve Luciano.
Yeah, he's got no horse in the game.
I mean, so much respect for him. Every time you talk to somebody, they mention a couple of names. They mentioned Carl Kashadi. They mentioned John Kraft.
Right.
And now Steve Luciano, because he's just been around for generations of players.
Yeah.
And he's a two-time champion himself. He won it last year. Nothing to be disappointed about.
No.
Of course, losing a championship stings, but what you have to be proud of, and the fact that he's seen so many players. I can think of these 12-year-olds from this team. I'll name them again. Alex Wolf, Anthony Riccio, Cameron Klinger, Leona Williams, Natalie Baker. I mean, you got to be proud of the people that you helped to bring through it.
Yeah, and and I think at any level, the coaches want to help shape their lives, the players' lives, and teach them how to win gracefully. And unfortunately, losing's a part of any sport, and they're taught. They're trying to teach them how to lose gracefully.
Absolutely.
And they give up their time, and
we have manager Brian Faribaugh in the booth.
He walked in at the wrong time.
I want to get on camera real quick and just let him introduce. Brian, I know you're busy, but can you just tell us what was the key to winning that championship?
Like it's been all year. It's been my pitching. Carter McConnell's been the ace all year. I consider him the ace of the league, and he was able to shut down anybody he got up against. And Park is a good hitting ball team.
They are.
To hold them to 2 runs and almost get out of there with a complete game.
I was really hoping to see him have that complete game.
Me too.
What's your opinion? Do you think he was throwing as hard at 85 pitches as he was at pitch number 1 and 2?
He was bringing
I thought so too.
He had the adrenaline going, and he was bringing juice. And, I couldn't be more proud of this whole team. I mean, I put my younger 10-year-olds in and getting hits, getting on base, just the pinch hits when they needed it. And from 1 through 11, we used there, and you can use a 9-year-old to run. They did their job, and I couldn't be more proud of how this team played.
And I've always been a fan of teaching the kids how to separate offense and defense, both sides of the ball. And he struggled. I don't want to say he struggled at the plate, but 2 at bats. Yeah. He had a line out to center. He tough play at the line drive at second base, but he separated that, and he forgot that. He went out and he did his job on the hill.
A lot to be proud of from the Farabahs, of course. Xavier and Lucas and
oh my gosh,
having tremendous performances.
Yeah,
you can go on and on. We don't have time.
I wasn't sure which Farabah belonged to which one, but oh my gosh.
But we're a baseball family, and we love every minute of this, so that's why we're all here.
Manager Brian Faribaugh of the Holsinger team just capped off a perfect undefeated season, first time in 13 seasons, and we are about to honor them on the field with some trophies. Thanks so much, Brian.
Hey, thanks, guys.
Congrats, Coach.
Congratulations.
Good job, Bob.
Good job, Coach.
Thank you.
And like we just said, we have the championship trophy presentation coming up. As you can see on your field, we have a lot of folks out there.
Look at the proud parents, Jordan, from both sides. There's a lot of proud parents out there from both sides
Absolutely, and it looks like we have trophies coming up here, so we will prepare to announce all of the players' names and coaches' names.
There's a thumbs up by Coach Faribaugh.
Alrighty, let's get this underway then.
You know, while you're preparing here, Jordan, if I could just say that I appreciate the AABA for everything they've done for me and allowed me to umpire down here for numerous years.
The Altoona Area Baseball Association congratulates both teams on a great series and a terrific regular season. We would now like to recognize the players from our runner-up, Park Home. Dylan Hescox. Michael Massatelli. Jack Davis. Colt Garvey. Lucas Massatelli. James Davis. Cameron Klinger. Natalie Baker. Leanna Williams. Alex Wolf. Anthony Riccio. Mateo Williams. And Bryson Geyer. Assistant coaches for Park, Dave Baker, Jeremy Geyer, Matt Massatelli, Matt Davis, and Mitchell Luciano. And now to accept the team trophy, manager Steve Luciano.
He's taking them all home.
And now introducing our 2022 AABA champion, Holsinger's Plumbing. Corbin Johnston. Dino Pincheri.
It's in there somewhere, Coach.
Carter Klausman.
Hey, he wanted to sneak in a hug there, too.
Wyatt Archer. Micah Farabon. Xavier Farabon. Tayden Pincheri. Lucas Farabon. Deshaun Hudson. Trenton Faribault. Cannon Shields. Brianna Hudson. Thomas Browse. Dane Lechner. Shane Gordy. And Carter McConnell. Assistant coaches for Holsingers, Troy Pincheri, Sean Gordy, Josh Faribault, Jared Klausman, and Tom Browse. And now, to accept the league championship trophy, manager Brian Faribault. Congratulations. Thanks, everyone. Have a great rest of your night, a great rest of your summer. And we'll see you back here for opening day next April.
That's it. Make sure you don't clear that scoreboard yet. They're going to want to go out there and get their picture taken in front of the scoreboard, I would bet.
Absolutely. It's one of the reasons I've stayed for quite a bit of time over the past couple of years, waiting until everyone gets their pictures. And we got the music going for them. We Are the Champions is playing right now. And what a victory for Holsingers Plumbing. They definitely deserve this, and the coaching staff as well. Their names were read out loud, and as you can see on your screen, there they go to the outfield. Champions of AABA for 2022.
The well-deserved victory lap, at least the victory sprint to the scoreboard.
Nice
season they had.
I see Brian Faribault out there, manager for Holsinger, getting hugs from the family.
Yeah, did you see the emotion? I could hear it in his voice up there when he talked to us.
A lot of emotion. And I'll tell you what, Brian Faribault, he was part of that team back 7 years ago who made it to the championship and they lost. He's been at this for many years.
That's right, he has. That's right.
And finally, he captured the coveted league title. Certainly well-deserved for him. And everyone having a good time. And, you know, I see the smiles on the park faces. That's what you want to see. I mean, everyone knows that they came so far.
Yeah.
You know, to be honest, I would say probably 90% of this team has a first place trophy sitting at home from last season. Yeah. So they know what it's like for Holsinger. I think they respect the fact that they have their time to shine.
Yeah.
They had theirs last year, and yeah, what a great series. Two great teams who have tremendous coaching staff as well.
Yeah, and you hate to lose. You hate to see any team lose. But it just, yeah, I mean, you know, they're upbeat right now, and it'll sting a little bit. But there's a lot of smiles down there. A lot of smiles.
Absolutely. And I'll tell you what, just as we depart, I'll say, in terms of the future's bright. Future's bright for both of these teams. I would say Holsingers Plumbing coming back next year, very strong, and I would say they're probably going to be a favorite to repeat.
Yeah, which is very hard to do.
Of course.
Very hard to repeat. You know, Park
knows
right now is you know, finding that out because you have a turnover of 11, 12-year-olds, you know, each season. And you have young guys coming up, and, you know, you hope that through the season that that each team and every team out there has had a chance to play their younger players and help develop them so that if they come in as a 10-year-old or an 11-year-old next year, that they have that game time experience and they have that lack of nervousness.
Yeah.
You know, I watched, you know, a lot of these young Park kids coming up there against Carter McConnell out there on the mound, who was, like I said, threw as hard 85 pitches as he did pitch 1 and 2, and they were standing in there taking their hats.
Absolutely.
Which is good. That's good for Coach Steve next year. I tease him every year. You're gonna retire. You're gonna retire, and he says, I drafted these kids, so I want to see them. Do they get up here and be 12? Well, every kid you draft is going to be 12. So it's kind of hard to walk away that way, and he loves it.
Yeah.
He just loves it.
Ton of respect for Steve Luciano, his entire staff, and I'll tell you what, this has been a tremendous time. Bobby, sitting alongside you. I will say one more thing, and that is these two teams, never say never. We've seen it happen before. These two teams could meet again.
Yeah.
This season.
Yeah.
And where would that be? That would be the Dean Patterson Little World Series.
Little World Series.
It would certainly be, the odds aren't in the favor because of the way the seeding works, but we've seen it before.
Was it 2 years ago at Independent?
Yeah, about 2 or 3 years. All teams Final Four from ABA.
Yep, I think that was then was Wolf Furniture, Masonic Lodge,
Fiore and Park.
Yeah,
I
believe so. Yeah, I don't remember the fourth team. It may have been Park. It may not have, but yeah, all 4 teams are in the semifinals. So it's certainly possible. Like you said, the way the seedings work, everything's drafted, pulled out of a hat.
You never know. They could play first round.
They could play first round.
Play in the championship.
Which I do know they try to avoid that. But if depending on I don't know how many teams they got coming in for the tournament this year. But if you got 16 teams, there's a chance that could happen. Yeah. You got 24 teams. They try to avoid it if possible. But
so Bobby, I'm sure we may meet each other down there at the East End Field, possibly trying to support our
you'll probably
local teams.
Yep. You'll probably see me floating around, keeping an eye on things. I like to go up and keep an eye on my fellow umpires.
Of course.
To see how they are, catch up. I haven't seen some of them in a while, and
yeah,
it's always fun to catch up with some of the coaches from the other leagues that I really haven't seen in a while. I'm going to miss not umpiring in it this year. This is, I don't know how many seasons there are with the tournament. I think this is 20. So I don't want to speak out of turn. Is it what it is? 30? 30. I've missed one tournament the first year that it was here at our field 30 years ago, and I was not umpired in that. I did not umpire in that one now, but I have umpired in every one since. So I'm going to miss that part of it. I'm going to miss the Joe Sheets tournament. That's coming up this week. I think it starts Wednesday. There's 3 teams in it for sure. I know there's we have our 12-year-old team. We have an 11-year-old team, and then we have an 11-year-old / 12-year-old combined team. Which I believe that's the team that Jared Prugar is coaching, that he plugged earlier. Sure. So we do have 3 teams in it. I don't know how many teams they have entered in the Joe Sheets tournament yet, but that's always a great tournament. So if you're still out there listening, then
come on down.
You want to watch some good baseball, see some nice out-of-town teams come in. And then right after that ends, and we start Monday right back up the following Monday with our 10-year-old tournament down here. I believe there's 2 Altoona teams entered into that.
Okay.
So that's a full week of baseball, and then after that tournament ends, that's right into the Patterson tournament.
Absolutely. Well, we're gonna have a couple more comments. Janet is saying, "Great job to Wyatt, way to go," and Mark, "Good job undefeated, way to go." Absolutely, Mark. Holsinger Plumbing cementing themselves into the history books here at AABA, the 39th champion that this league has ever had. And Holsinger Plumbing finally gets their name published along with the rest of them. Thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in. Holsinger Plumbing wins Game 2 of the championship, defeating Park Home 9-2, and they capture it. And I said it a little bit earlier. I think it's safe to say it again. I'll plug it. Holsinger fans have been saying it. Raise the Jolly Plumber. Raise the Jolly Plumber for Holsinger Plumbing. They certainly deserve it. and these players have a lot to be proud of. Bobby McManus, appreciate you coming.
Hey,
It's
I
been so much
appreciate you
fun
having me.
this playoff, doing these live streams, and
I've had a blast.
absolutely.
I've had a blast. It's a lot of fun. It really is.
Nothing beats Little League baseball,
You're right.
and especially down here at this great facility, Altoona Area Baseball Association. Thank you all for watching. Wish you a very great night. Holsinger Plumbing captures a perfect season. We'll leave you with sounds of the game. Take care, everybody.